Before romancing Taylor Swift, the NFL player led Catching Kelce, a 2016 series in which 50 women competed, and a show he wishes we'd all forget about. Ravis is different from anybody Taylor has dated before, and as Weekly Source said this week of the burgeoning relationship between Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. That statement is true on a few fronts. Kelce is not only the first professional athlete to catch Swift's eye, but he's also the first podcast host and, perhaps most unexpectedly, only former reality dating show lead. Savannah Walsh is a staff writer at Vanity Fair, covering film, television, and pop culture. Previously, she wrote for Elle and Bustle. She lives in Brooklyn. Before there was Taylor and Travis, there was Catching Kelce, the star NFL player's short-lived reality dating show. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship has dominated headlines over the past few months, but it's not the first time a spotlight has shined on his dating life. Kelce was once star of a reality dating show called Catching Kelce that aired on E! In 2016. The then 25-year-old was a newly signed star tight end on the Kansas City Chiefs and described himself as ready to settle down. The 7-episode series followed Kelce's attempt to find love out of a pool of 50 eligible women, one from each U.S. state. Though Catching Kelce is not more than a blip on the NFL player's career as an athlete and personality, I don't really look back on the Catching Kelce era, he told Wall Street Journal magazine in October. His business managers mentioned it to the New York Times as part of a years-long plan to make Kelce into a star. So, in case you missed back in 2016, we watched the whole Catching Kelce series and can break it all down. Here's what we learned. If you're up for the challenge yourself, all 7 episodes of Catching Kelce are available to stream on Peacock or can be purchased on Prime Video, YouTube, Google Play, or Apple TV. Maya Binberry of Kentucky won Kelce's heart at the end of Catching Kelce. Maya proved one of his early favorites and was chosen for the very first group date of the show in episode 2. Maya Binberry, the winner of Catching Kelce. Peacock. Throughout the series, Maya called Kelce her perfect guy. But she alienated some contestants with her cutthroat approach, as she viewed the rest of the participants as competitors to be beaten, including her closest friend, Lexi. Kelce's confidant, his manager Aaron Eanes, also warned that Maya seemed too similar to his ex, who was not named on the show. At first, it sounded like Kelce wouldn't pick Maya, telling her that he went on Catching Kelce seeking a change. But even though my mind's telling me one thing, I got to go with my heart, he said, before naming Maya the winner. The runner-up was Veronica Harwood from New Jersey. Kelce also expressed an early interest in Veronica during episode 2 and took her on the first solo VIP date. During the finale, he said in a confessional that Veronica was the type of person he'd want to settle down with. During the final elimination, Kelce revealed that Veronica represented the kind of change he thought he wanted for a future relationship. But his heart picked Maya. 4 women made it to the season finale: Maya and Veronica, as well as Avery Schlereth from Colorado, notably the daughter of former NFL player Mark Schlereth, and Lauren Schwab from Missouri. Catching Kelce recap. Highlights from each episode. Episode 1. The first elimination started less than 7 minutes into the very first Catching Kelce episode. Each of the 50 contestants, all on a football field wearing red shirts with the names of their home states, had 60 seconds to introduce themselves to Kelce, one at a time. This is cage match, bar rules. They can do whatever they want, Kelce explained. The intros included an awkward conversation about a cat, an impromptu dance performance, singing, and a minute-long hug. More than half of the women were eliminated, with Kelce picking 20 people to continue on. The pilot ended with an elimination of 5 more contestants and a steamy kiss between Kelce and Rhode Island's Victoria to prove she's not friend-zoned.